Hi, my beautiful brothers and sisters. This is part 3 of our Mother Yahweh, our Mother God Yahweh. And as I was finishing up in the other video, I was telling you how I was getting comfortable, at the other place before I moved to the new location in October. Yeah, I was reading the Bible, and I was reading my vision, and I was laying down, and I'm reading it. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, "What are you doing?" So I'm reading, I'm reading the vision. It said, drop to your knees and pray. And I was like, okay, so I did. Of course, I was listening, it's the spirit of obedience. So I dropped to my knees and I prayed, and I was all like, well, what was I doing wrong? And I remember, and that's also in the Bible where it says, I remember when you had a passion and you were reading the Bible and you were doing this and you were doing that. And I said, well, I have it, but I had gotten comfortable, and I didn't understand what that meant at the time, because I was like, wait, I don't get it. I'm still reading. I'm still doing that. But I was doing it like this. It's almost like, okay, well, I'm showing up. I'm doing it. No. Where's your fire? Where's your passion? Hey, this is a serious war, a war that's already won. But doesn't mean get comfortable. It doesn't mean get, right? Well, we'll just wait until it happens. Well, no. It's a serious war. Prayer is everything. Prayer keeps you away from lusting after the flesh, of the things of the world, and into being totally submissive to your calling. It's a serious war that's already been won, but prayer is important, not just to the children, but to this whole world, and shunning evil, because you heard it. It is fighting. It's on your right hand. You might not see it. And witches and warlocks are at it, They send those demons, every demon out of their pocket, temptation, everything you could think of, they do it. Because they want you to fail and not walk into your purpose and not finish it. They've done it in all you read, Chronicles 1, 2, Kings 1 and 2. You read it. Nobody has been able to finish that course. They end up getting comfortable and they end up staying there, So then it brought me to Zechariah. So as I'm saying, Zechariah 4, and then I'll close it up. Zechariah 4. The angel had talked with me, and again wakened me. And a man that is awakened out of his sleep. Remember what I read to you? And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I said, I looked, and behold, a candlestick, all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, 7 lamps thereof, 7 pipes, 7 lamps, and upon the top of thereof. So that's Zechariah 4:2. I said, man, what does that mean? And this is exactly what it means. Oh, I apologize. In Zechariah 4:2, the Hebrew text of the seven, right? Of the 7 and the 7 pipes, right? The 7 lamps and the 7 pipes. That is 14, right? 2 for every lamp, which is Fortunatus Scacchus, thinks is being joined to one another. Whoever was that they have put to, let no man put a sender on it. So no matter what it was, the way where I picked you, I branded you. Once I have you in the palm of my hands, nobody will. So everything that was meant to be in a covet for the 7 churches, there's 7 pipes, the man that comes with it. So it's a restoration. That's what I see. And that's what she is doing right now at this moment. That no man will put an ascender on it. What did it tell Joshua? I'm pulling you out of there, And it's all in there. It says, it also spells, because it says Zerubbabel is also son of Zorobabel, flourished with the 6th century BC, the governor of Judah, under whom rebuilding of the Jewish temple at Jerusalem took place. It says, learn to do good, justice, strengthen the oppressor, render justice for the orphan, plead with the widow, without the ethical teachings to reform Ezra and in Nehemiah and in Zerubbabel, that said it had been responsible for the building a useless structure to do a little strength and value of the Jewish people. You know, as the Zechariah emphasizes the unparalleled salvation that will come to rebuilding the temple, the two leaders of Zerubbabel and Joshua are described as the instruments through which Yahweh realizes the salvation according to Haggai Zerubbabel that will be the signet ring of Yahweh and who will rule over everyone, which is in Haggai 2:23. So I went to Haggai 2:23. Yeah. It says, in that day, saith the Lord of the host, I will take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith the Lord, and I will make thee a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord of the host. So no matter what heaven puts together, no one will put a sender on it. Now, I'm going back to Zechariah 4:3. The two olive trees by it. One came upon the right side with a bowl, and upon the left side thereof. So I answered, and I spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my Lord? The angel talked with me, and he answered to me, says, Knowest thou not what this be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then answered and said, Spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord to Zerubbabel. It says, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by the Spirit, said the Lord of the hosts. Who are thou, great mountain, before Zerubbabel? It says, Before Zerubbabel, thou shalt become plain, and he shall bring forth the headstone thereof, shouting, crying, Grace, grace unto thee. The mountains, it says, before the Spirit of God, you will be level grounded, meaning any mountain that is there in the way, all done. It's going to be removed. Tell it and do it. And we do. I continue prophesying and saying it. And in due season, boom. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel had laid the foundation of this house. His hands has also finished it. And thou shalt know that the Lord of the hosts hath sent unto you. For who had despised the day of the small things? For they shall rejoice, and they shall see the plummet of the hand of Zerubbabel with those 7. And they are the eyes of the Lord, which will run to and fro from through the whole earth. Then answered, and I said unto him, Which two are these? The olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick, upon the left side thereof. Who are they? Zechariah 4:12. Then I answered again, and I said unto him, What be this two olive branch, which though are the two golden pipes, empty of golden oil out of themselves? And he answered me, and he said, Knowest thou not me what this be? But I said, No, my Lord. Then he said, These are the two anointed ones. These are the two anointed ones that will stand by the Lord of the whole world. Isn't that amazing? You know, the Lord is amazing. And it's all in there. And there's still more that I want to read, but I'm going to close it up. Just kind of like a little short video. And it brought me to when the Lord chose me for this high calling, and I speak for mine when I speak, and I know there was others, you know, that prayers are very important. Even if we were mad at the time, if there was any little bit of remorse, not remorse, but anger, bitterness, that's what she healed me from before she brought me out. And then she said, okay, now you're ready. And she started bringing me out, praying as we're going into places, and continue praying for your husband, continue praying for your children, for this world. And then he gave me the daughters and said, pray over the daughters, you know. And I said, I don't know who they are. And she said, you pray over them, because prayer is very important. Then gave me the world to pray over. And again, I know I've said this prayer before, but I think it is so beautiful. Esther 8:6. For how can I bear to see the disaster fall on my people? How can I bear to see the destruction of my family? because that's what Mother God trusted me with, is with you, and it's with this world. If I stop praying, if I stop believing, if I have stopped having trust and hope, every day is today the day, they win. And when I say they, it's the real demonic system in this world, the real demons, the witches and the warlocks, people in high places. We're talking demonic people in high places and in low places, and yes, even in heavenly places. If I stop, they win. Do you understand the difference? And then I'll close it up with Jeremiah 39:1. At the time, said the Lord, will I be good? Sorry about that. This is Jeremiah 31:1. At the time, said the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. And that's what I got chosen, is to serve you, to bring you back into the land that he had promised, our mother had promised our ancestors. And he said, do not backslide like the way they did. Come back to me in a covenant, and I will give you the land that I had promised your ancestors. Stop fighting it. Stop saying it's her. Stop saying it's him. Because no matter what, I still pray for you. And we will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. The restoration of the Garden Eden that's being rebuilt all over again. Well, I hope you have an amazing Sabbath day on Saturday. I love you with the love of the Lord. Shalom, shalom.